This was a historic week for Republicans. For most of the last decades, Democrats have owned the health care debate in Congress, but for the first time, House Republicans have passed a credible alternative to Obamacare. Tell us what's in it and where it might lead in phase 2 and 3.
Well, thank you, John. Republicans are taking the lead in trying to reverse the damage done by Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act. We've seen, even though it was promised that premiums would go down and health care would be more affordable after they passed the Affordable Care Act, we call it unaffordable because that's exactly what's happened. Premiums have continued to go up, forcing the Democrats to enact, with no Republican votes, these Obamacare subsidies to prop up a failing program. So now Republicans have put forward a health care bill, which just passed the House, which includes cost share reductions, which will reduce premiums, it's estimated, by 12% in the upcoming year. We have PBM transparency in this legislation, as well as associated health plans, which should allow for small businesses to form their own groups and thereby reduce overall healthcare costs. So we're on the right track. This is a great first step, but we're not done yet. We're going to be working after the first of the year on real reforms that will drive down costs and help to right-size this just tremendous problems that Obamacare has caused. The most frustrating thing on the Hill is for Democrats to say that Republicans broke health care. We never voted for any of this. Not a single Republican ever voted for the health care situation that we're in today, but we are working very hard to fix it, and I'm certain that this is a great first step toward those efforts.
Congresswoman, Obamacare turned out to be extremely expensive, evidenced by these subsidies that had to be put in place to keep the cost from being deferred to the American people and the taxpayers. When it comes to this, the figure that you laid out, 12% reduction in premiums, that is great for the American people. Does it add to that cost or does it take away from it, the cost of Obamacare?
Well, there's always a cost to everything. I think this is as cost neutral as we could possibly be. But think about this. Obamacare subsidies and Obamacare has cost the American taxpayer more than $1.3 trillion. Just since it passed in 2014 to 2023, that cost went from $18 billion a year to $92 billion a year. We cannot afford to stay on this path. It's projected to cost even more. So what the Democrats did was they passed Obamacare. It was not affordable, so they subsidized the insurance companies to lower premiums. During COVID, they enhanced those subsidies and expanded them, and now they want us to make that permanent or extend it for 3 years, when all that's doing is putting a Band-Aid on this problem and not actually reducing costs. The American people never see a dime.
I know it's been a rough year, but yesterday was the shortest day of the year. The light is coming a little bit more every day now that we've turned that corner. And
when we deny our connection to nature and to what is beautiful and glorious, how can we proclaim the wonder of existence, the generosity of a loving God, and then hate the charismatic creatures he has also given to this world?
You belong. You are enough. And you deserve to show up in this world as your full, authentic self. You deserve to grow up. You deserve to grow old. Healthcare is...
Well, I'd like to invite you to the gym. There are a number of spin bikes down there. Yeah. You ought to come down and spin with us.
I love Virginia, and I love meeting and working with Virginia. You know, it's been the honor of my lifetime to be first your governor and now be your voice in the Senate and to hear from you in your community. Here's
the only reason our unemployment tucked up and went up to 4.5% is because we are reducing the government workforce by numbers that have never been seen before. In other